Hi, and welcome to the 17th episode of KANGA Crypto News, where I'm going to tell you about the latest events from the world of crypto which happened over the course of last week. Before we get started, remember that all of the information collected for KANGA Crypto News are gathered by experienced analytics from KANGA and based on reliable sources from the internet. At the same time, remember that this is not investment advice. The recent declines have given many investors a headache, but for about 2 weeks now, we have seen a strong and dynamic rebound upward. What caused these increases, and will they continue? The topics we will discuss today might explain this and help you decide on your investment strategy. Today, we'll talk about the concluded BTC sell-off by the German government, the massive inflows into Bitcoin ETFs, Trump movements in Mt Gox, and several other significant crypto news. Remember to subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up. Also, remember to click the bell button so that you won't miss out on any news from the world of crypto. Let's get started. The German government has sold all its Bitcoin holdings, transferring the last batch of 3,846.05 BTC, valued at $223.81 million, to flow traders and 139PO, likely for institutional deposit or OTC services, according to Arkham. The crypto intelligence firm posted this information on social media platform X on Friday, confirming the German government is now out of Bitcoin. The German government just sent 3,846.05 BTC worth $223.81 million to flow traders and 139PO, likely institutional deposit OTC service. The German government has 0 BTC remaining, the firm detailed. This divestment process started at the end of June 2024. The BTC originally stemmed from the operators of Movie 2K20 and now defunct piracy website. Police-operated wallets have been transferring funds to various exchanges, including Coinbase, Bitstamp, Kraken, and Cumberland, as well as flow traders and unknown address. Coinbase Institutional said that the German government's Bundeskriminalamt (BKA) began selling seized Bitcoin mid-June, creating supply overhangs that unsettled the market. These German Bitcoin transfers have coincided with inflows into US spot Bitcoin exchange-traded funds over the recent 4 trading sessions, during which US spot Bitcoin ETFs absorbed approximately $801 million in BTC. Additionally, a report from CryptoCron.com indicates aggressive purchasing by whales who are taking advantage of lower prices. According to the report, these large holders have been acquiring BTC at the fastest rate since April 2023. The German government's Bitcoin sell-off was a bearish factor contributing to the declines. However, it appears that bullish sentiments are now returning to the market, as seen in the charts. US spot Bitcoin exchange-traded funds attracted $422.67 million in inflows on Tuesday, marking the highest single-day inflow since June 5th. BlackRock's IBIT led the pack, pulling in $260 million and boosting the fund's BTC holding to 322,125.41 BTC, worth over $20 billion. Approximately $1.76 billion was traded on Tuesday. Since the launch of the spot Bitcoin ETFs in January, the funds collectively hold $58.46 billion in BTC. The net asset value of 11 funds represents around 4.58% of Bitcoin's market capitalization. This week's price increase and substantial inflow of funds into US spot Bitcoin ETFs indicate growing investor confidence and interest in Bitcoin as a key asset. Another piece of good news for crypto investors is that Donald Trump, a staunch supporter of crypto for some time now, is gaining increasing support. Some even claim that his victory is inevitable, especially after a recent event where Trump acted like a true American hero. Additionally, there's another positive piece of news. Let's take a look. Donald Trump's running mate J.D. Vance is the first Bitcoin holder to run for vice president, forming a pro-crypto ticket alongside the former US president that has boosted the market and reassured the broader industry. Bitcoin surged in price by nearly 10% following the attempted assassination of Trump over the weekend, with leading bookmakers further lowering the odds of the Republican nominee retaking the White House. The cryptocurrency continued to rise in price following Trump's pick of Mr. Vance for his running mate, who has held a crypto-friendly stance during his time as a senator and has a personal stake in its success. In 2022, Mr. Vance disclosed that he held between $100,000 and $250,000 of Bitcoin, which would be worth somewhere between $136,000 and $390,000 at today's prices. His most recent Senate Financial Disclosure Report does not list any buying or selling of cryptocurrencies, suggesting that he still holds the Bitcoin disclosed in 2022. Crypto advocates were quick to hail the first Bitcoiner on a presidential ticket following his nomination on Monday. In 2023, Vance introduced a bill that would protect crypto firms and exchanges from being cut off by traditional banks, while draft legislation for another industry-friendly bill is also circulating, according to Politico. In 2021, the former venture capitalist issued a statement opposing an amendment to the infrastructure bill that he claimed would amount to a backdoor ban of Bitcoin and other popular cryptocurrencies. He added, "Our tech sector used to be defined by innovative upstarts and is now dominated by boring monopolists." The crypto community has stood in stark contrast to this shift. It is one of the few sectors of our economy where conservatives and other freethinkers can operate without pressure from the social justice mob. Trump has pitched himself as the crypto president this campaign, having previously dismissed Bitcoin as a scam against the dollar. The former president is set to speak at the Bitcoin 2024 conference in Nashville this month, with organizers claiming he will deliver a speech that is heard around the world. Do you think Donald Trump will win the next presidential election? Write your opinion in the comments. And now, let's move on to the two pieces of news related to Mt. Gox. On Tuesday, the Mt. Gox trustee moved significant amounts of Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. This activity led to a significantly bearish reaction in the market, causing a modest decline in crypto prices. Following these transactions, Mt. Gox creditors were informed by Kraken that its portion of the Mt. Gox funds had been received. "We have successfully received creditor funds from the Mt. Gox trustee," Kraken wrote. "While we will work to distribute funds as quickly as possible, please anticipate 7 to 14 days for funds to be credited to your account." Kraken was among 5 cryptocurrency exchanges selected to receive Mt. Gox funds. The trustee also designated Bitstamp, BitGo, Bitbank, and SBI VC Trade to receive Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. "The amount you'll receive has been determined by the trustee, and we will distribute according to their instructions," Kraken noted on Tuesday. Mt. Gox creditors have endured the wait of more than 10 years to reclaim their funds. After the price of Bitcoin climbed above $65,000, Mt. Gox sent 48,641 BTC, valued at $3 billion, to an unidentified P2SH pay-to-script hash wallet. It was the first movement of funds transferred by Mt. Gox trustee in 2 weeks. Following the transaction confirmed that block height 852,427, Bitcoin's price fell to an intraday low of $62,446 per unit by 4:33 a.m. EDT. The funds remain in the P2SH wallet since the transfer. Additionally, the Mt. Gox trustee relocated over 140,000 Bitcoin Cash in 2 separate wallets. The BCH address holds over 47,000 BCH, worth $17 million, while the other wallet contains over 92,000 BCH, valued at over $35 million. Furthermore, after the initial 48,000 BTC, Mt. Gox sent 42,587 BTC to a new legacy address and 527 BTC worth $33 million to another new legacy address. In total, around $5.8 billion in Bitcoin was moved after the first payment. This recent movement of substantial Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash assets by Mt. Gox trustee indicates potential market impacts as the long-awaited distribution nears. Observers will continue to watch these wallets closely, anticipating the broader implications for future market behavior. Are there any more positive news? Definitely yes. Firstly, Ethereum ETFs. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) has given preliminary approval for at least 3 of the 8 asset managers aiming to launch spot Ether ETFs next Tuesday, according to Reuters, citing 3 industry sources. Applicants must submit final S-1 registration statement documents by the end of the week. Bloomberg senior ETF analyst Eric Balchunas shared on social media platform X Monday, hearing SEC finally getting back to issuers today, asking them to return final S1s on Wednesday and then request effectiveness on Monday after close for a Tuesday, July 23rd launch. This is provided no unforeseen last-minute issues, of course. Balchunas humorously added, "Ironic and kind of funny, July 23rd is right in the middle of the biggest Bitcoin conference of the year." This Ether ETF approval process follows the January launch of 9 US spot Bitcoin ETFs, a milestone for cryptocurrency's acceptance into mainstream finance. BlackRock, VanEck, and Franklin Templeton are among the asset managers expected to receive SEC's approval by next Monday, sources told Reuters. Lastly, here's another piece of information that should also bring joy, as it represents another small victory for the cryptocurrency industry over the traditional world of finance. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission has said it does not plan to recommend an enforcement action against Paxos following a probe into stablecoin Binance USD. Paxos said it received a formal termination notice on July 9th, which said the SEC would not recommend enforcement against the firm in the investigation of BUSD. Fortune first reported the news. "We believe this development will unlock a new wave of stablecoin adoption by leading global enterprises," Paxos said in a statement on Thursday. Well-designed stablecoins with strong consumer protections, like those issued by Paxos, will transform the financial system in payments, settlement, and remittance use cases. The SEC issued a notice to crypto infrastructure provider Paxos last year over its involvement in Binance USD stablecoin. Later, the SEC sued Binance and, in its complaint, said BUSD was a security. An SEC spokesperson said the agency does not comment on the existence or non-existence of a possible investigation. Now, the SEC's move to drop investigation into BUSD leaves the question about whether the agency views stablecoins as securities. This comes as lawmakers in the US are working to craft legislation to regulate stablecoins. Representatives Maxine Waters and Patrick McHenry have been working on a bill, though one challenge has been who should be the primary regulator for stablecoin issuers. Work is also underway on the Senate side to regulate stablecoins. SEC Chair Gary Gensler previously compared stablecoins to money market funds and other securities, adding, "Depending on their attributes, such as whether these instruments pay interest directly or indirectly through affiliates or otherwise, what mechanisms are used to maintain value, or how the tokens are offered, sold, and used within the crypto ecosystem, they may be shares of a money market fund or another kind of security." This was the 17th episode of KANGA Crypto News. More is coming soon. Remember to give us a sub and a thumbs up. Thanks to this, you will be up to date with what's new in the world of crypto. See you in the next episode. Bye!
We are KANGA, beyond crypto.